Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Vaishaly Bharambe. I've been teaching anatomy, working in the field of anatomy for last 25 years. And every moment I have enjoyed it as well as felt the responsibility of this very important subject. Today I'm going to talk about body donation. Remember, this video will also be made in Marathi and Hindi so that those who are not understanding English can still access the information which I'm here to give you today. Let's talk about body donation by defining it. Body donation क्या होता है? What is body donation? It's an act of giving one's body after death for medical research and education, both for research and for education, but not for therapy. You're not giving your body to treat somebody. You're giving your body for education. Okay? So, what exactly is the purpose of these donated bodies? Medical students who are studying anatomy, who are studying in dentistry, medicine, and so on, they dissect these bodies to study the human structure. I want to tell you that these are young kids. They're 18-year-old children who have never really experienced death from close. They don't know what that is. So suddenly the cadaver is there. Cadaver is what we call, the dead body is called as a cadaver. So this cadaver teaches them the first exposure to death many times. And students learn to deal with a dead body and understand that even dead must be respected. You're making them more humane by making them deal with dead bodies. Also, as you know, newer surgical techniques are being made regularly. Would you like somebody to try a new surgical technique on you? Definitely not. You want something on which it can be practiced. The cadaver or the dead body is that something on which in cadaver labs these new surgical techniques are tried out before they can be tried out on a living patient. Which institutes then will accept a donated body? Any institute which is teaching medicine, medical college, dental college, physiotherapy college, Ayurvedic or homeopathic college, nursing college, all these colleges accept cadavers or accept dead body donations. Now question is, what is the need for this donation? Remember, in the last few years, there has been a massive increase in number of medical colleges pan-India. Okay, but if there is increase in medical colleges, there is also increase in medical students. If there is increase in medical students, there is an increase for cadavers for dissection. So, as the medical colleges increase, okay, the number of body donations must parallelly increase so that the students' needs are met. So, what is the demand for cadavers in India? See, normally there is a 10:1 ratio. For 10 students need 1 cadaver for dissecting to really study anatomy. What is the ratio existing? There are some places in India where there is a 50:1 ratio. So the student will get to only see the cadaver. The student cannot really dissect because there are 50 students dissecting 1 cadaver. So ideal ratio is barely present in 40% of Indian medical colleges. Why? Why is such a poor student cadaver ratio? See, remember, earlier on, there were unidentified bodies, unclaimed bodies which were going to medical colleges. So if somebody dies on the road and nobody comes to claim the body, that body would go to a medical college for dissection. Now, because of increased and improved connectivity, such deaths are few and far between. So, what then is the solution? The solution is promoting body donation like I am doing today. Let's all get together and promote body donation. Use the body, supply it to medical students so that they get the feel of the human body and become better doctors. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Okay, so who can be a body donor? Each one of us can be a body donor. You can be a body donor. I can be a body donor. Okay. We have to be above the age of 18. Very rarely you can be a body donor who is somebody less than 18. This requires parental consent, and I personally hope such things don't happen, that somebody dies at an age below 18 and has to come to a medical college as a donated body. Question is, who cannot be a body donor? Anybody who for whose donation the family does not give consent cannot be a body donor. Of course, if he's got AIDS, if he or she's got COVID-19 earlier on during COVID pandemic, severe tuberculosis, damaged body, accident cases, organ donation cases, you cannot be a donor. Large bed sores, I'm sure some of you know what are bed sores, so even that is not acceptable because the anatomy is damaged. Post-mortem body is cut to pieces that cannot be donated. And finally, medico-legal cases and a living person cannot be body donors. I'm telling you living because there have been incidents where people have come to my department and said, "Madam, take my body, I want to donate." Okay, so, and it may look funny, but it is very, very difficult to deal with a person who comes with such wishes. You can understand the thought behind it. Yes. Okay, what have we learned? We've learned what is body donation. We've learned the uses of body donation. Who can donate? Who cannot donate? All that is clear to you? Remember, when you are seeing this, you can always pause, take notes, okay? So that all the information reaches you simply in a manner you can retain. Now, for procedure of body donation, remember there are two situations. One is when you have already registered for body donation. Second is when you have not been able to register, yet you want to donate your body. So I'm going to give you information on both these. First is how to register. You know, for registration, you have to just fill a form. Question is, where is the form? How do I access it? Okay, that's the question. Nobody knows form kahan se lene ka, right? So you can get a form from medical college websites. Most medical colleges websites are keeping body donation form on the front website of the website. Or you can go to their anatomy departments and physically take the form. Or you can go have some NGOs. All over India there are NGOs. Okay, for example, there's Organ and Body Donation Federation, and so many NGOs are having their own body donation forms, or they keep body donation forms from different colleges with them. So many medical colleges now, if you give them a call, they even send the PDF of their form on WhatsApp. So that's how easy it is to get forms nowadays. Now what to do? These forms are available in local languages also. Marathi, Tasta, you can have it in Hindi. Okay. Now what to do? This is what the form usually looks like. You have to write your name, your age, your address. Okay. Then important thing is that now you have to get the signature of your near relatives. So your immediate, your spouse, your wife or your husband, your children, son, daughter, they have to give consent for this by signing on this form. This is very important. Remember, if at the time of your death, they refuse to allow body donation will not take place. You will say ki mera body, mera hak, I have a right over my body. Yes, but the law requires the consent of relatives. Therefore, use this moment to convince them that you want to donate your body. Okay. You can also have a signature of a local witness so that if your family members are not there at the time of your death, that person can come forward and say, I know that he wanted to be a body donor. Fine. Remember, it requires your identity card attached to it. So, what do we do now? You have to take a copy of your Aadhaar card and attach it to the form. Now your form is ready. Remember, on the form, there is an accompanying sheet that gives you information about whom to call at the time when the body donation has to be done, rules and regulations of body donation, certificates required for body donation. That accompanying sheet is as important as the form itself. Okay? Right. So now you have entered the anatomy department, you have submitted the form, you have taken the head of the department's signature. A copy of this form is given back to you. The original is kept in the department. And you are now registered. You are registered for potential body donation. Okay? Fine. The procedure is therefore, take the form to closest medical college, talk with your relatives and ensure that they know your decision. Submit the form to medical college. Keep the phone number of the said institute ready at hand. Why is it important to keep the phone number ready? Remember, when you die, you are the only one who knew where the form is. If you don't keep the form ready somewhere, the family will not have any way of finding that phone number and they won't know whom to call. So keep that form ready. My suggestion is attach it to the fridge. See, fridge has a front and a side. Attach it on the side of the fridge with a fridge magnet. They just have to put their hand there and get the form. The phone number must be kept readily available. Right. Now what happens? You have registered. The donor dies. One fine day, whoever, you, me, whoever is registered dies. What's to be done? The most important thing is your immediate relative must make that crucial phone call to the given number. So and so has passed away, he wants to be a body donor. So if the medical college is not aware of your wish, they also have a mechanism to set into place for them to be able to send the ambulance to pick up the body. You have to give them time. Remember this sentence, which is the most important sentence in this video. Body should be in the anatomy department within 6 hours of patient's death. You cannot just sit around saying 12 ghanta, 24 ghanta, after 24 hours I will donate it. The body is a biological structure. Okay, it's going to degenerate. And that is the worst insult you can do to your family member. So please take the time out to make that phone call on time. You've got only a 6-hour window with you. Right. So, but if by now you have not managed to register, okay, you just didn't manage to get time, didn't manage, okay, what to do? Can body donation still take place, madam? Yes, it can take place. How? It's the same thing. You only have to know which number to call. So even if you don't register, but you keep a list of phone numbers ready with you for body donation, you just have to call and the rest of the procedure is exactly the same. Okay? Just remember that those phone numbers are available easily with most NGOs. Give them a call and get the numbers, keep them ready with you. So the call has been made by the family. What else is to be done now? You have made the call to the medical college. Now what will you do? You will now go about the business of getting a death certificate. Whoever is your local doctor, approach them and get a death certificate for the patient which gives cause of death. You also have to acquire a Smashan Dakhla. Now what is this? Corporation of that city has to be informed that there has been a death and that instead of cremating the body is being donated to a medical college. For that purpose, Smashan Dakhla must be obtained. Now remember, in the absence of these two certificates, body donation may not take place in many places. I'm not saying will not. It may not take place. There are some colleges which don't ask for Smashan Dakhla, but death certificates is non-negotiable. You have to have a death certificate. Okay. So, what are the certificates needed? Now, this is a list of certificates. You need a death certificate, a Smashan Dakhla, Aadhaar card of the donor, Aadhaar card of the consenting relatives, one photograph of the donor if possible, and in the COVID times, we also needed a COVID negative certificate, but I don't think we need it now. Right. There are, remember, differences in the procedure of body donation in different states. What I am telling you applies mostly to Maharashtra. Remember that all this is governed by a Anatomy Act. There is a separate act for Maharashtra, for Rajasthan, Kerala, Orissa, and these laws are slightly different. So, what you might see in Maharashtra may not exactly be what you will see in Tamil Nadu. Okay? Remember that. Fine. So, throughout this process of body donation, remember to communicate the certificates on WhatsApp with the relevant doctor of medical college. Okay, usually they are quite okay with, because what happens, they have to approve the certificates. They shouldn't say that this death certificate won't do. So you have to keep in communication. They are there to help you. Once they have approved, what happens? The medical college sends an ambulance to your home. There are 2 attendants usually, maybe 3. They will lift up the body, carry it into the ambulance, and you have to accompany the body back. You don't have to sit in the ambulance. You can or you may not. Or you can travel by your own vehicle. But in the department, there is a procedure of body donation which you must complete. You should carry your own identity cards, preferably Aadhaar card. If by chance hospital is not able to provide ambulance, what is to be done then? Okay, you can rent an ambulance, reach the body to a medical college. Most medical colleges will reimburse your expense. After all, they are receiving a cadaver which will benefit them in the form of education of their medical students. The body can be kept in the department for 2 to 3 days for darshan. Okay, so they can put it in a cold freezer, and then your family members who are maybe coming from foreign countries can take darshan. Once they have embalmed the body, my advice to you would be don't take darshan. What happens when you are injecting preservative fluid? The shade of the patient changes slightly, okay, from maybe 2 or 3 shades darker, and you get little bit traumatized looking at the change in the shade. So my suggestion is take darshan, but take it before they do embalming. What is embalming? Injection of preservative fluid in the body so that the body doesn't degenerate. Okay, so what are the possible problems you will encounter? Person dies somewhere else. You've registered here in Pune. He dies somewhere in Mumbai. What to do? Call the relevant medical college. They usually have contacts. They will guide you how to go about body donation in that city. Don't just sit and think, ab kya kare? There is always a solution. Person wanted to donate but did not register. I told you, all you have to do is make a call. Registration or no registration, body donation will take place. Can't get a death certificate. This is a distinct possibility. This happens. Now, why you can't get a death certificate? Because we don't have a family practitioner now. So, make sure that if you wish to donate, you are in touch with a regular doctor who examines you, knows you, and will give a death certificate on time. Don't know where to get Smashan Dakhla? Call the medical college. They are there to help you. Don't sit ki ab main kya karu. There is enough solution. Okay, you can just call them. They will tell you what to do. No one picking the call for body donation. This unfortunately may happen. In that case, remember the wish was to donate body. If not this medical college, some other medical college. Ensure that you donate the body. Such great wishes must have relatives who are as dedicated to the cause of body donation as you are. Medical college is unable to accept the body. Yes, I am sorry, but this happens. Sometimes there are so many bodies in some medical colleges that they no longer have space to take care of this body that is now coming. So they may say, oh no, we are full, we cannot accept. Don't get angry. Remember, they are frank enough to tell you that we will not be able to take good care of the body. So let's go to some other medical college. Remember, if the wish is to donate body, it's the job of relatives to ensure that body donation takes place. There are also NGOs in every city which will help you out. We'll get in touch with them. Okay, so can I do organ donation also? No, you can't do organ donation, but yes, you can do eye donation. What happens if the body is once the body is completely used up, what will happen to the body? The body is cremated under the Anatomy Act, which is the law. Will we get the body back, madam, for cremation? No, you don't even want the body. It has been dissected by students. It will scare you a lot and it will also traumatize you. Don't ask for it. Can the relatives be given a small part of the body for religious purposes? Absolutely not. Indian law does not permit any cutting of human body for purpose of cremation. See, here you are going against the wishes of your family member. This person has had the magnanimity to think beyond his or her physical state. Okay, they are ready to exist as a soul and give away their body for dissection. And then you are cutting that body for non-dissection purposes. Not acceptable. According to me, that is not legal also. Don't do it. This is a letter written by a medical student to the cadaver. I'm not going to read it, but I suggest you pause the video and read it. It's very interesting. It's what happens to the medical student as they begin to dissect and deal with the cadaver. What are their inner thoughts? Okay, it's really worth pondering upon. I suggest you go through it once. Okay, thank you, my dear friends. It was my honor to take this class. I am dedicated to body donation. In fact, I attend calls on body donation that come to me from all over the India. I am able to guide them. I have enough contacts. Even if you have any doubts, feel free to call me at any time of the day or night. Body donation is a great thought, and it must be supported by humble people like me so that every person who wishes to donate gets to donate his body. Thank you.